Welcome back, everybody. Today we have a really nice sound card to unbox. This is Creative Labs' new Sound Blaster ZX sound card. They really went all out on this model because not only does it look good, but actually sounds really good. The front of the box, you can actually see what the graphics card looks like, and what you have to the right of it is a remote module that has a built-in microphone. I believe it's going to be a built-in microphone, headphone, and a little manual knob to turn up and down the volume. So I forgot what they call that. It's just a little remote. I'm sorry, they call it the ACM microphone remote, I guess. But a little bit of information you can see in the front is it does have their SBX Pro Studio Sound Crystal Voice, meaning that you're going to hear your voice and it's not going to interfere with the sound effects of the game, like, you know, machine guns, you know, sound effects, music. Your voice will still be very clear while you're online gaming with your friends. Dolby Digital Live, DTS Connect. This is pretty awesome with 600 ohm amp. So, I mean, with this, you're gonna to get the best sound quality, you're gonna have to have a really good headphone or speakers. You have the new Soundcore chip. It's a 24-bit 192 kilohertz stereo Omnidirect chip, and it has a 116 signal to noise ratio decibel, so it's really high end. I mean, any further up than this, and then you're going to production like studio quality stuff, like 120, 124, and you'd be needing really high end speakers, and you have to have perfect hearing, all that kind of stuff. But turn around and a little bit more information. It is 5.1 surround sound, and here's a little bit about their Crystal Voice. Express yourself and be heard crystal clear in video conferencing, multiplayer games, and online chats. So a little bit, you see the optical touch link in outs. Their 600 ohm amp and a picture of their remote. So it does come bundled up with some software, I believe, with their Creative Alchemy and mixing and OpenAL, all that stuff that you probably are used to getting from Creative Labs. So a little bit more: SBX Surround, SBX Equalizer, the SBX Bass, and their Dialog Plus. And then here are the requirements of the system that you need. Not too much, but what you can see is 24-bit analog digital out, 192, I believe it's 192 kilohertz for speaker out, and 96, I want to make sure this is right, it is an insane amount for the, for headphone we have 105 decibel signal noise ratio, and then the front channel output is 116. So that gives you a little bit of an idea of what you can expect, you know, in terms of buying hardware for it. So we're gonna just unbox this real quick and see what they all include in there. But first, let me find my little razor, and then let's see what they can what they offer us. But here's some. This is like velvet felt, like from the 70s. It's boxed separately, and it's coming out pretty hard. But I don't want to rip the whole sound box apart. Let's see. And then, so now here's the card itself. It's actually banded in, and on the bottom we have an accessory pack, I believe, or maybe just like empty space. Oh no, it is your accessory manuals and CDs and other things like that. So you get your, here we get your RCA to mini jack here, and then we have all your software and drivers here, and your optical cable here. So that's what you get in the little accessory pack here, and we're just going to bundle back in there. And here's the card itself, and we're going to just untwist the bottom. See what we have over here. And they twisted up everything. Yeah, but crazy in packaging here. Okay, but I'm not gonna take this out totally. Looks like they woven it back in the past, but you have a back PCB board. Here's your front panel connector, and I'm trying to get a. Well, hopefully you can see that you do have the front audio connector here, and you see this is aluminum, really thick aluminum shroud here, and it's anodized, very nice. There's supposed to be an LED light that lights up this too, so it'll be really, really cool. But you do have like a really high-end capacitors. Everything's gold plated. I believe I'm not sure if this is the one that has replaceable components. I believe it does, but don't quote me on that. But it does look very, very nice. It's really cool looking. It's pretty heavy too. So you probably want to mount this very well. You know, you don't want to. This is really heavy. You'd be very surprised. You see the PCB board? That's very thick. Apparently they have, I believe there's 2 layers of grounding in there, 2 layers of copper or something that they're using to ground that. So it's a very thick board. This is not a thin board. So the build quality is pretty awesome on this thing. Okay, and then let's take a look at the remote. Now this remote is really cool for gamers and people who use computers, like especially if you spend a lot of time on the computer. Oh, there we go. You have a. This is probably just gonna pull out, and I'm gonna slowly pull this out here, and this should. Oh, there we go. Pop comes apart like that. Okay. It's heavy. It's got some weight to it, but here's the unit itself, and there you have the headphones and microphone, and then you have a bit. Well, that's a 1/4 inch jack, and then these are the smaller jacks here, headphone, microphone. So you have a really good connector here. So in case you didn't have, you know, say, oh, I have 1/4 inch jacks, and they don't have it at the back of the card, you get it on the remote. So it's pretty cool. And then this is your volume, and it does feel like professional equipment, like on a big amp. But you see the 2 little speakers, mics here. If you didn't want to actually use a microphone here, these are 2 mics that pick up here too. And the cord is braided, very nicely braided, and gold plated. So heavy, nice stuff here. Definitely worth the money if you're a gamer or if you really spend a lot of time. I actually personally really like the color too. So it's a really cool, classy color, and it looks great with black too. So I wish they would put some black trim on this. That would have been awesome too. But thanks for watching this unboxing. It'll go into a computer in the future, but that'll be probably in a future build. If we get to it, we're going to post up that final build video. Any questions or comments, please post them at the bottom of the video.